So today we're going to talk about taking differential pressure measurements, which is something that we do on a variety of different projects, sometimes for measuring pressure of containment, making sure that it's has appropriate negative pressure, or various other reasons. So we're going to start by using a velocicalc. We're going to turn it on. And there are two probes at the top that are labeled positive and negative. So we are going to attach the tubing to the positive port of the instrument. So in order to test to make sure that it is positive, what you can do is blow into the tubing without putting your mouth on the tubing. And it should read significantly positive. If not, then you have the tubing on the wrong side. So before you take any measurements, what you want to do is zero the instrument to the room that you're in. So you're going to go into Menu, Zero Pressure, and it will zero right away. Once that's all set, you press Escape, and it should be reading 0. So now the reading that we're going to get is the difference in pressure between the corridor and the room that we're about to measure in. So when you go to take the measurement with the instrument, you would take the tubing and put it under the door. And if the room is negatively pressurized in comparison to the corridor where I'm standing, the number on the screen will be negative, and if it's positively pressurized, then it will be positive. Another way that you can double check to see qualitatively if the room is negative or positive is you can crack the door open and see if you can feel it against your cheek, or you could also do the tissue test where you can see if which way the air is flowing using a tissue. Now this room was negative, so we probably won't see anything, but you crack the door open. If it were positive, you should be able to feel it blowing against your cheek, and you would also be able to see the tissue blowing out. So if we're taking a pressure measurement from the corridor to the room to figure out if the room is positive or negative in relation to the corridor, and it's positive, then we would draw it on a floor plan like this with an arrow pointing toward the corridor, indicating that the room is positive. And then you write the actual measurement next to that with a plus sign. So it would be 0.01 inches of water column. And that's how we take pressure measurements.